whoever's here, wherever fuck you guys are, bro. It's May the 1st. Happy old white man playing with his penis day. We all know that Phil right now, our old Uncle Phil, is sitting somewhere in his house, dude, swiping fucking JPEGs and fiddling with his penis as we speak. So big ups, Phil, for giving us probably one of the funniest things ever. But yeah, we'll watch a little of that. We'll go over that one time, just for the shits and giggles. But like, no homo. I don't really want to like talk about a guy playing with his dick. Like Rich probably likes doing that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to talk about Phil playing with his penis in his hands all day. But no, dude. Remember last year when LTG fucking sat here and clowned the fuck out of Phil for fiddling with his dick on stream, bro? Phil got all fucking mad.
For clout. And it didn't even work.
For clout!
What dude does this when they're masturbating?
What dude does this when they're masturbating?
I can't stand that fake ass laugh of his, dude. Oh God, it makes me want to snap a kitten's neck.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Like, if I was petting a little kitten and I heard that laugh, I'd like just instinctively grab it by the top of his head, twist its fucking head off, bro.
That's pretty good. He literally reenacted it. That's pretty funny. Here's the actual funny part about it all. All right, that happened to me once. I literally had no clue the camera was on. Literally, it was just shocking to me that the camera was on. Oh shit! So obviously, the things that happened were unconscious. That was not a conscious thought to look like that or act like that on a camera, right? It's just unconsciously acting like that during a private act. How many other people have impersonated me doing that? What's more embarrassing?
Still a bunch of people, because that's actually funny. That's actually funny. It's like, if it's actually real, right? Phil, you look like you got a lot of stress out. Like, you had a lot of shit on your shoulders, bro. That look like a good little fucking little bust you whittled out there, my friend.
Impersonating someone who's masturbating on purpose because you actively chose to try.
So nobody sit there making vinegar strokes like that in real life.
Try to put on your real O-face, or actually just doing it by accident once. Well, what are you doing? Why are you trying to fucking impersonate me masturbating, bro?
Why are you trying to fucking impersonate me masturbating, bro?
Oh my god.
Oh my
Hi,
god. I hate that. Fucking Phil, bro. But no, that shit was funny, bro. Remember that shit happened? I remember that shit happened.
Do you know there's like a guy in our group right now who's like
It's the
staging
guy.
this whole thing? He's sort of like,
Bro, oh my god. I miss the old days. I really do. I miss the old days of DSP getting dunked on by everybody. Cause this was a big thing when it happened.
semi-famous.
Oh, yeah, I think that's Darkside Phil. He was the guy that got caught for masturbating in front of children. Yeah,
Okay,
so
in front of children.
He was caught masturbating. I think he's like 35 years old.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he was masturbating in front of children.
That's
on
right.
YouTube live stream. Hilarious. He's like he's a pervert or something. I think he's a
That's
pervert
right, I'm a
or
huge
something.
pervert, guys. That's all I do. I just masturbate constantly in front of children. You're absolutely right. That's what I'm known for.
You got exposed.
I love it. That's why Phil's a Lolcow, just giving us all these sound clips that will last. They'll outlast him by 20 years, bro.
For doing that, that's
I got
didn't make that a
completely
sound
exposed.
you
Absolutely.
did. You didn't even know the camera was on.
You know every inch of
Are you
every
the guy?
inch of my dick
Are
and
you
balls.
the guy?
Right? You know
Are
every
you the
inch of my
guy?
dick and balls.
It's the guy watching his Twitch.
Is that really him? Is he the one
Yes.
that got caught, Matt?
Yes.
Bro, I could get gross with it, but no. I'm not funny enough, bro. I'm not funny enough to make a joke about Phil's penis. Like, come on, bro. I don't think this was on accident. There's always that part of me that's like, this was not an accident, bro. You know? Like, nah, bro. I don't think anyone's like willing to put it all on the line to get a quick jerk off right quick, you know? That's a big gamble of the dice right there, bro. That had to be an accident. It's like he was looking at a picture of Leanna on his fucking phone, bro. Like, look at where he's looking. It's like he has his phone propped up, his pants are around his fucking knees. He has those bitches at like a 70-degree angle and shit, bro. You know, and he's looking at like the best picture he probably had of Leanna on his phone that he probably saved, bro. He's like, let me get a jerk off real quick before I fuck around with these retards all day. Let me get a bust off right quick. But this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Right? I can't believe this. We actually like celebrate a man, you know, with his cold little dick in his hands, just playing with his dick day. Like, that's just kind of funny. It's funny and kind of fucking like gay as shit at the same time, bro. Then you got Rich, bro. Rich today. He's gonna. Oh my god. He's gonna be so fucking gay. He gets the gayest out of anyone that probably talks shit about Phil. You know, on May 1st, he gets just the gayest, bro. Like, I think he actually. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. That's so gross. That's the grossest thought in my head. Rich is weird. He's kind of weird about Phil, bro. He does. He looks like a dude that probably like the first jerk outside of prison, you know? Yeah, and then remember how Phil tried to get all these clips taken down at one point? That was funny.
What is up, everyone? Hello, hello, and welcome. Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello.
Hello. Bro, that kind of cracks me up. All right, bro. I don't want to talk about Phil's dick all day. That's kind of gay. All right. But happy May 1st. Pause. All right. So if you were here last night, Phil was literally holding the gun up to the fucking piranha plant's head, like, so if you fuckers don't give me enough money, I'm not gonna play with the fucking toy blocks no more. I'm not gonna do the Legos. I just won't. And while we watch this, I'll show you guys the finishing result of the Budokai Tenkaichi set I did. I'm sorry, I didn't finish it last night, but it was like a lot, bro. Like 500 teeny tiny blocks, bro. And then I had to build little motherfucking trees. Yo, I don't know if TJ's here, but he was hanging out with me this morning. I'm trying to finish this fucking set. And dude, I was screaming at the top of my lungs, trying to do the little trees on this fucking set. It's like, fuck these F-word ass trees, bro.
Good evening,
But I
everyone.
did it. I
Phil
finished
here,
it all,
and
dog.
welcome to the
It was
Daily Wrap
fucking
for what was
frustrating.
Wednesday, the 30th of April, 2025. the final day of the week of streaming for me, which is
See if I can pull a shit
bizarre to
out.
say. It's weird to actually say that because typically a week for me runs Sunday through Friday. So to have Wednesday be my actual final streaming day of the week just feels odd, to be honest.
It's not that odd. You know what I mean? Unless like you don't watch Phil just about every day, like our retarded asses. It's just like it ain't that odd. He took 2 days off like 2 weeks ago. So
Okay. If you're wondering why this was my final streaming day of the week, it's just scheduling.
yo, what
right?
up, Lord?
I've
to
trying
see
to
you.
have Saturday be my
Ah.
consistent day off for a long time now, like
one.
many, many months.
There.
And it has worked for the most part. But sadly, there's just certain things
I
that are like
finished it.
impossible to do on a Friday. You know what I'm saying? There's just some things that you just can't do on a Friday. For example, excuse me, on a Saturday. Sorry about that. For example, there's just certain doctors, right? That you're never going to be able to actually like get an appointment because these doctors are so sought out.
I'll try to like
That
maneuver
everyone
it really
tries to get
quick.
those appointments.
It's
And
sketchy
so
though.
therefore, if
Okay?
they even have appointments on a Saturday,
It's sketchy,
good luck getting
bro.
them. In addition to that,
I'm actually gonna
there's some
glue some of
doctors
this shit
that
in
just don't have
place.
appointments on Saturdays.
Let me see.
Okay.
I'll take
Now
off
that's just one
Goku and
example.
Piccolo.
Okay, there's other examples of other things as well that you just can't really do on a weekend. So there's been some weeks, if you haven't noticed, where my wife and I have
Alright.
taken off Fridays and
I'm
Saturdays.
gonna pause him for 2 seconds. He's kind of being a queer. Well, I finished it, bro. The detail on this is fucking insane. It's insane, bro. And that sticker, I was like, oh yeah, they gave me a free sticker. Herkader. Nah, bro, I'm so glad I didn't like rip that sticker off and put it on something stupid. You know what I mean? But yeah, that sticker was meant to be the Budokai Tenkaichi sign. And then I had to do the little trees, bro. The little trees were fucking gay as fuck to do. This was hard. This was probably the hardest thing I put together. It honestly was, bro. Like, I haven't done a building like Lego or anything in so long. So this was annoying. But it looks just like this shit from Dragon Ball, bro. Like, look at that fucking detail on that motherfucker, dog. The bricks. Dog, the way the bricks are all fucking weird and different. Holy shit, I can't stop looking at that kind of. But that looks dope as fuck. And then, it comes with the little announcer guy. Comes with the little announcer homie, bro. And I stuck him in the grass. And pretty much what I was like decided to do, I'm gonna get some super glue. And I'm gonna glue fucking Goku and Piccolo right here. Cause like that's my favorite. It's my favorite fucking fight that happens in the like tournaments, and all Dragon Ball Z or whatever, dude. I love Goku versus Piccolo when they first like fought each other, dog. That shit was dope. But yeah, man. Lolcows, that was a fun set. Fun, very, very fucking hard. I'm taking a break from nanoblocks for a couple days because that actually was like a lot, dude. For me at least.
And we've tried to cram all
wasn't
of the
too
things
bad. I like it.
we need to do that we can't do on a Saturday into the Friday. It also doesn't
You
always
did
work. This is just a
47?
case
I didn't smoke any
where
blunts. I don't
it's
smoke
an oddball
blunts, but
situation. I have to
Took
have
hella
a
bong
Thursday
rips
off.
and dabs.
And because I need that Thursday
Same
off,
old, same
it
old.
basically means that my week is really weird, right? Like it is. Let's be honest. This has been a very bizarre week of odd lengthed stuff, right? Like this week we did Disco Elysium, which I do usually once a week, but it ended up not working. We did a Lego stream, which again, that's an oddball thing, right? That we usually don't do. So it kind of was a really odd week. Like I didn't do any multiplayer this week at all. And that feels odd to me. Okay. So let's talk about how today did go, what we did do, what worked, what didn't. All right. Today we did a level 1 podcast in the morning that had a couple of quick news stories, including a free DLC for Sea of Stars and a delay of a game that was in development. I was well aware that there was going to be a Borderlands 4 kind of special presentation, but it was going to happen in the middle of the afternoon during my stream. So I said, hey, If I get a chance, maybe I'll watch it over my days off, and we'll talk about it maybe on Saturday.
I just realized we haven't watched one of these gay ass daily raps on my channel in over a year. Over a year, bro. These are just like Phil just makes so much content, just nothing, just schlock, bro. It's like, uh, who the fuck is gonna watch this, bro? Come on, dude.
Today's podcast.
This is what I did today. Like, if they want to see what you did today, they could just see what you uploaded today, bro. Like, this isn't normal content. It's like alien content. It really is, bro. It's like what an alien that thinks what a professional content creator fucking is supposed to do, kind of shit, bro.
And we just had some chill times. We talked about some various different things. We actually looked at some of the games people have nominated for the upcoming Viewers' Choice Marathon event when we hit 50 goals of support. It was a pretty chill podcast, all right? Then we played Clair Obscure Expedition 33. Great stream today. All story progress. Okay? We went to the Gestals, I think they're called. So we went to the land of the Gestals, and first there was a whole big dungeon area outside. Then we got to the city. We investigated the city. There was a tournament. After that, we went further on. We were going into the next plot. Great visuals, great story developments. We got a new party member recruited that plays differently from the other party members. So in general, really great stream. And even though, I'll be honest, we're not getting giant amounts of viewers for this game. We're not. On YouTube, we're getting between 150 to 200 viewers. On Kick, we're probably getting around 60 viewers, okay? So we're probably getting around 200 total viewers for the game. But people are very supportive for it, okay? We exceeded my first goal. We got to the point where it was almost like we hit almost 2 goals. I want to say we hit like $230 or something like that by the end of the stream, which is amazing. So thank you guys who were there. I know there is an audience for Expedition 33. The thing is, because it's a turn-based RPG, it's not a ginormous, dominant mainstream audience. But there is an audience for it that is enjoying it. I'm one of them. I'm one of the people.
3 people.
Who's thoroughly enjoying this game and want to keep playing.
3 people.
So I will for now, and I hope that it does continue to get support, okay? The videos are live. You can check them out right now on the channel. Good progress. So tonight, you may have noticed what we were doing tonight in the setup. Tonight on the late stream, it was Build with Phil, the second half of the Lego Piranha Plant build. And as you can see, it was very fun. We actually got it all done tonight. This is the Piranha Plant. It is adjustable and maneuverable. You can move the head around to do different expressions. You can actually have the mouth be opened or closed, depending on how you want it to look. You can simulate original Super Mario Brothers and actually like open his mouth all the way so it looks like Mario's jumping over. You can bite him in the butt. Okay.
I fucking can't. I can't. This is like content that a kid would accidentally stumble upon, you know? I would, oh my God. It shudders for me to think if I wasn't so on my son's internet shit, right? That he would accidentally stumble into a Phil Lego stream. He's like, Dad, look at this guy. He's playing with the Legos. And I see it's Phil. It's like accidentally letting a rapist in my house, bro. Like, what the fuck?
It's a pretty cool one. I'll be honest, it's not as tight or secure as some other Legos that I've done. It feels a little on the looser side, but I think they kind of...
I swear to God, I feel like some of the way he begs for cash, it's like geared towards kids. Like, because I could just imagine that. And then my son would be like, Dad, he keeps asking, he asked for a little money so he can keep doing the Legos. Could we swipe the credit card? I'd be like, yo, what? No. Do you know who this man is, sir?
Intended it to be that way so it's more maneuverable. I do like how it looks. And it fits
this man is a criminal
perfectly into my background.
Yo, what up, Ames?
And so that will be part of my background for the month of May. I don't know where it's going to be. If it's going to stay there, if it's going to go to this side. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to think about it.
And
I'll put it somewhere. It'll look good.
My nigga Big Birds, bro. What up, homie?
Rest assured, no matter where it ends up, it's going to look good in May. Okay? Fair enough? Now, all that being said, I had a great time building Legos. Over the month of February into early March, we did this Lego succulent set, and that was 3 whole streams, all of which were supported and hit the goals. Then I built a Lego Minecraft set that was back here over the month of April during my birthday marathon, and that was one of the most well-supported things that I've ever done, okay? I told you guys, if people show up, engage, and support for Lego nights, for the Piranha Plant, and it was only 2 nights for the record, only 2 streams, we would lock in and I would 100% commit to doing another Lego, okay? We didn't hit the goal tonight. We didn't even get halfway to the goal. And in fact,
He didn't, bro. Oh my god. And then he stalled. Last night he started stalling. He's like, let's do Q&A. Oh my fucking god,
there was a
bro.
bunch of troll tips from an idiot who was doing dollar tip.
Yeah. And instead of ignoring that guy, Phil kept addressing that guy every time he popped up with dollar tips. Like pretty much encouraging him to keep doing that
Who's
shit.
already charged me back for the dollar tips because he's an idiot. You know, he was only doing it to be a dick. He saw that we weren't getting the support. He's like, I'll just distract Phil with a bunch of dollar tips. And then he charged them all back.
That's funny.
So-
That's funny as shit. He charged back the dollar tips. Ooh. Yo, that's a smart guy. Okay, he's not totally dented in the head for giving you money at all, bro. He said, I'm gonna make sure I get my motherfucking 28 quarters back, bitch.
In reality, we probably only did around $60 of support tonight, okay? Truth is, the audience that was here was
That's
pretty
actually
engaged. We had some good
hilarious.
conversation. I really enjoyed talking with everyone and hanging out with everyone while I was also building the Piranha Plant. I think the Piranha Plant looks great. And what I was telling everyone was that if we hit the goal, what I was eyeballing was either like another video game related one, maybe another Mario one for the launch of the Switch, or a Mario Kart related
Rich's
one.
stream.
They actually
Rich's stream's like a gay orgy. Yeah, that's literally what I said earlier. Oh, I had some gross jokes, but I have to keep them to myself, bro.
do have various
They're
Mario
too
Kart related
immature.
ones, like there's a Donkey Kong and stuff like that. But also,
Yeah,
I was
already
thinking there's a
knew.
new one
Rich
that
is
they
gonna be
just
super
announced.
gay.
Now it's expensive as hell. It's $170.
That's crazy. He's so predictable, just like Phil. I don't even need to see what Rich is doing. I just know he's milking the dumbest detractors that like him, right? And he's just getting super fucking gay about Phil touching his own penis, dude.
But it's a
He does
giant
every year. He
Mario
gets super duper
on a
gay
giant
about it.
Mario Kart. It's 1,500 pieces, so it's 3 times as many pieces as this guy. So you can imagine how big it would be, like my whole backdrop, right? And I thought it would be perfect. I thought, oh, this would be great because this will be a good setup for Mario Kart coming out in early June with the Switch 2. It didn't convince anyone, all right? And it's funny because people are like, well, why don't you keep doing Legos? Well, I probably will, but it's not going to be on stream. You know what I'm saying? Like, I probably will continue to do some Legos. And maybe I'll do some Legos with my wife, right? You know, maybe I could do it that way. But when I try to consider what is it that I'm going to do on a stream, it has to satisfy 3 criteria. I just did 4. 3 criteria. Criteria number 1 is, will people actually just show up for it? Criteria number 2.
And we're quiet.
Oh, man, that's even though I measured out the shots, that's still strong. That is.
Yeah, he's drunk.
No.
He's drunk and high. He did
I'm-
drugs.
Yeah, I was snorting coke in the bathroom.
I knew it.
2 is, despite the fact that people showed up, will they engage? Will they talk with me? Will they like the stream? Will they watch the videos after the fact? Will they like the videos? Will they leave comments? Because that's all important to successful content on the internet. And then the 3rd factor, will they support it? Okay? I told everyone way ahead of time. I hope that no one's disappointed. I said, just show up, engage and support with the Lego content. I'm happy to continue doing it because some of the builds I want to do, notably this Mario Kart build, is going to be really pricey. I need it to be supported. And it didn't happen. Okay? So it is what it is. Piranha Plant, for now, will be my final Lego build. Maybe someone will convince me otherwise. You know, there's always a chance. I always want to say to people, even though maybe I've come to a determination. or whatever, there's always a chance. There's always a chance that things could change or turn around. My attitude could flip. Someone convinces me. Sometimes people actually support after the fact. I've seen that, right? Like, people can't be there for the stream, but they're upset because they really like it. So then days later, they support and say, hey, you know, this was for that.
Oh my God, this dude's using blackmail. That's insane as
Can you
fuck.
still do it? I don't know. I don't foresee that happening. I think that the Lego idea was an interesting idea because it broke up my normal content of gameplay. But much like what has happened with Smart Guys, the initial idea of seeing me do something different works, but when it becomes a more regular thing, it doesn't feel special anymore. Since this is the third Lego I've built this year, since I've now spent so many streams doing it, people aren't that excited for it anymore. Even though, arguably, I think this is the best Lego build I've done. I really like how the piranha plant looks. I just don't think
like it is. It's blackmail, but like in its most retarded fucking use of the word, you know?
One's like, wow, this is cool anymore, right? You already saw me do these multiple times. You know what it's going to be. And it's not really interesting except for the hardcore, let's chill with Phil style audience. Smart Guys was the same. People wanted to see me have a show where I interact with someone else while talking about pro wrestling. It worked for around 4 months, and then the interest waned. So it's kind of the same deal. If you haven't been paying attention to my podcast recently, someone had an interesting idea. Instead of me doing all these dedicated shows to new ideas, instead, I might start doing an actual variety show. You know how I do variety gameplay and it works? What if I did a show where maybe I do it 2-3 times a month, maybe once a week. It's a day stream for the record, so it's the whole major stream. But I always do something different. One week, we actually talk and get caught up about pro wrestling and what's been going on. The next week, I have guests on the show, and they come in and we have conversations about life and gaming and all kinds of stuff via Discord. And then the next week, I do a Lego build while I chill with you guys and we relax. And then the next week, we do, you know what I'm saying? Now, we could have recurring topics, but it wouldn't always be the same thing. That way, it always feels like it's something fresh, it's something new, it's something different. And that way people hopefully won't get burnt out on any of the ideas. It could work, it could be successful. Maybe that's the way to go moving forward, because people always express they want to see me do some new stuff, but then once I do it for a while, they get tired of it. So maybe that's the key factor here. I don't know, all right? Let's start talking about it on Saturday. And in addition, on Saturday, like I said, when I come back on that podcast, we'll probably look at Borderlands 4 and more. When I come back, there'll be a new backdrop for the new month. That'll be exciting. All right, guys. So,
Jesus Christ.
thank you.
Horrible daily rap. I don't even know why he does those stupid motherfucking things anymore. All right. So, Lumix. I'm sorry, Wings 007. This is one of his fucking ops, dog. But my boy Wings ain't keeping up with Wings of Redemption like he used to. But yeah, dude, this is all about Wings sitting here domestic violencing Kelly and the fallout behind it, him getting fired, and he's been coping about it on stream and all this weird shit, bro. We finally have some Wing shit to make fun of, you know, since he ain't on Lolcows Live no more.
Trying to gaslight me into me saying I was an abused victim, and I'm not.
Drop it now. We'll watch it on stream. I don't hit anybody. I don't hit anybody.
I haven't watched the Lumix video in a minute.
Wings made a wild appearance on the Discord and truly crashed out. There's not... I mean, we're going to go through and read all this. There's a lot to go through, and it's a crash out. But he had some choice words for me, for Rastov. We're all e-beggars now, apparently, according to him, which is wild. I mean, I think there's videos getting millions of views calling out Wings as an e-beggar, but whatever. All right, let's talk about this. All right, let's talk about this. Wings was in the Discord, and he said... you have to be starved for 2 weeks. Let me share this with you guys. There's way more that was being said. I don't know what is going on with our DACA team. I give them the most simplest task, and this is all we have. 2 weeks. You have to be starved for 2 weeks. Let me share this with you guys. There's way more that was being said. I don't know what is going on with our DACA team. I give them the most simplest task, and this is all we have. 2 weeks. You have to be starved for 2 weeks. Let me share this with you guys. There's way more that was being said. I don't know what is going on with our DACA team. I give them the most simplest task, and this is all we have. You be starved for 2 weeks, beaten down every day while you're not able to take your meds because you're not eating because people drink every night and eat up all the food. So he's complaining about fat camp. Then he said a 5-minute
Holy
crash out
shit,
isn't that
Rose, you didn't have to do that. Thanks for the 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate that a lot. Big ups.
bad. I think he's assuming talking
Thank
about
you.
fat camp.
Yeah.
And then he says it happens every Friday night all over the world, and you're acting like it's the end of the world. I'm went on to say, all right, it happens every Friday night all over the world, and you're acting like this is the end of the world. I'm no good, terrible person for having emotions. So more justification for the fat camp incident.
Super chatted $20. Boogie is scared he'll be like Wayne's.
I'll never be worthless, motherfucker. I bring more
Frank
entertainment to
Reynolds
this show
just
than this
super
lump of
chatted
fat could ever fucking do.
99 cents.
Wings also said, because she did the same shit when I was fighting with Keem and I told her to stop getting in front of me. I don't want to knock you down. So more justification for what happened.
Look, I'm
Wings said he passed his anger management class. I said laughing my
What Wings did to Kelly wasn't cool. That was fucked up, actually, bro. Like borderlining on actual domestic abuse, like the whole pushing her on that table. But I've always said this. I've always said this. I've seen this, dude, in the streets, in the club. Fucking some chick always wants to get between two dudes trying to beat the fuck out of each other. If you're a woman, bro, stay the fuck out of the way, okay? Either try to get behind your guy and pull him away. Don't get in between a confrontation. Just don't. Cops are trained not to do that. Somebody might have a knife and get stabbed, right? Like, just let them get into it if we're gonna get into
off.
it, bro. Fuck.
And he said, you think someone I won't think about again after I leave the server is getting me
Like,
mad?
Kelly fucked up doing
So
that.
apparently
a little
people were
bit,
saying he was
bro.
mad.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, and I would told them what happened and I was going to yell at someone. A bunch of people grabbed me and pushed me back way through and I
Need to
knocked
know
someone
super
over.
chatted $19.
okay. And why is there a position for me to sit here?
Because Jordy flips shit. We're reading it right now. If you'd shut the fuck up, we could read it. If you'd stop spurting
fine,
out,
shut
we
the
could
fuck
read
up.
the goddamn
Okay.
thing.
All right, guys, let's get back to it. Then I noticed what was going on, obviously, and I responded.
Imagine
and,
being called a spurg
he said,
by Boogie.
Here's the
Yo,
answer. Drop
man,
Rastoff and
if
bring
Boogie called me a spurg to my face on stream, bro, fuck that shit. I'm gonna let him have it. I will. It's calm and collected. I'm gonna let him have both barrels.
on Becky. Becky is the
He's
best
the king
replacement
of
for me.
spurgs, dude.
Right.
No, okay, that's so stupid, and I'll tell you why. You don't cannibalize a successful show to make another one slightly better. You have two successful shows. Don't destroy one. Dude, that doesn't make any sense. That's a dumb thing. That's an
think the answer
ego
would
thing.
have, you
That's-
think the answer would have been,
Can
let's
I
not
talk?
fucking
Can I
powerbomb
talk
my
at
wife.
my own
Oh,
fucking
you
show?
do it!
I have another point to make.
the fuck
I have another point to make. What he's saying
Oh,
here
I
right
beat
now
you,
is just an
dude.
ego
Like,
thing.
in 20 minutes,
should've-
we'll get there.
I'm literally defending you if you shut up, you dumbass motherfucker.
Purple
Shut the
Fruit super
fuck
chatted
up.
$20. This one's just to interrupt Keem. Boogie likes boys.
I don't know what I do a little bit,
Cesar
but adult
Castro
men.
super chatted $19.99.
Thoughts on this? Wing says that you shouldn't be on here. It should be Becky.
I don't want to replace him. I just want to be myself. And like the thing is, right, you can't sit there and complain about the show that you fucked up, right? Like he could literally be here right now. I could still be on Aussie building my own fucking channel.
Fucking with me. No one wants to see you eat on the show. It's so disrespectful. Stop.
Then I'll
fucking
eat when I leave the
doing it.
room.
Stop leaving the room. That's the other thing.
Stop smoking during it. Nobody wants to see you fucking smoke.
I'm only smoking because I'm stressed out of my mind and I need a.
What the fuck, bro?
Why did I get a meeting
Okay.
Why did I get
Fake out and then Boogie. I swear his spurg outs are so fake. That's why I don't watch Lolcow live. That's why I don't watch his garbage. It's too fake, bro.
Dude,
Like,
you're eating
Keem-
a banana because you like.
Little bullshit. Keem needs to hire like a producer or some shit. An actual producer with like credentials on reality TV if he wants to go like the route of and then you're gonna get mad every time homeboy says this and okay? And then you're gonna sit here and yell every 3 times Boogie yells at you. You're gonna finally lose your shit and yell back at him, okay? And that's what we're gonna do. It's like, bitch, you're a Keemstar. Hire a fucking goddamn producer. All right, hire a writer or some shit, nigga. Like, goddamn, bro. That shit
That
gets
fucking fella.
It gets tiring. It gets tiring.
Like feeling in your mouth.
You super chatted $20.
So I said to
Why can't I watch this stupid shit, dude?
Wings about replacing with Becky. Becky would have been okay, but also a major headache. Rastaf has earned his spot. He's great for the new direction of the show in season 3. And then,
But that's what I mean. Arguments in the WWE are better because actual writers and producers and you know what I mean, people with experience producing fake shit that looks believable to a degree are like on these shows and productions. But like Keemstar's like, I could do what they do. I could do what Jerry Springer does. Like, fuck you. No, you can't. You are not Mr. Gerald Springer, sir. There's only one Gerald Springer, and he is dead. You cannot be him. You needs to hire people to pick up that load. He's not good at faking drama, you know?
The thing is like
He's
our
like, he
docket
ain't
team
good at
put
it,
this in
just
the wrong
period.
order.
Some
So I'm
people
literally
are,
reading
he
this
is
wrong
not.
order. Like they don't. So Wing says, explain to me the Eric.
Like, Keemstar's good at like packaging it up and showing you the shit, right? But he ain't good at sitting here trying to make a show, bro. Like trying to make storylines and shit. He's garbage at it.
Why we do shit we don't want to do, so you can't do shit you want to do
WWE's more
later.
believable as fucking shit at this point, bro.
Call that shit, dude. This is so fucking out of order. God. I
Oh, they
hate this.
they suggested him doing a show with Eric, and then he just kind of like popped up.
Keemstar needs to hire me. All right. Literally, I'll take $50,000 just flat. Give me a flat fee, $50,000, Keemstar. Bro, I know these Lolcows. You know what I'm saying? I'm part of this ecosystem, nigga. Like, I will write the best storylines the internet has ever seen, bro. Okay? I will do this shit. I'll make Lolcow Live so fucking funny, dude. Get out of here.
Stuff.
It'd be a hit.
The spicy
Explain, Eric,
Italian
why we
super
do
chatted
shit we don't want to do.
$19.99.
Top 10 on
Jiggly
iTunes
Kong
and
needs an
Spotify.
M.
Watch, bro.
Wings went on to say,
Joe Murray just needs a shot. I need a shot
Madhouse
at
is the only show that
The
stands on
big
its 2
leagues.
feet and needs time to bloom. Nerds has the ability to be a hit, but you're putting them at 2. Test and Aussie both need to be gone. The safe move is to cancel 50% of the shows. The second I signed over my ownership, I knew I was long for Lolcow World because I don't do
what's
well
up,
with people
Josuke?
telling
Just
me what
saw
to
you, bro.
do. Then he also said, remember, you pay money to talk to me. I don't pay money to talk to you. And then he said, let's be real. You put a camera on you 24/7 since your ass is perfect.
He was just arguing and fighting with like everybody,
there was so
dude.
much. There's literally so much.
Yeah, it was like 10,000 messages, and you just decided.
Yeah, it was like
not
6
to
or 7
believe it.
pages of just like back
Yeah,
and forth.
Yeah, I mean, if Scully can't do that, she's like incapable to do this job. It's just that simple.
Hire Joe Murray. Literally. Hire Joe Murray, bro. Keemstar. I will literally forget the fact that you're bald, bro. I'll literally like I don't even know. I don't know what's up with your hair condition. I don't even know, bro. What the fuck? I don't know why people even mention your hair, sir. Fucking come on, man. I wouldn't fuck up like this. It's an easy job. He be giving these idiots.
What
like,
really
the
hurt
easiest
her
fucking
was
job ever.
to have burnt out
I'd be
boyfriend.
doing it for
So I don't know what he's talking
free,
about there.
pretty much. Like,
Let me get to the
come on, dude.
Rastov stuff. Twiggy is a snake, and one of the most reasons I
I'm
didn't come back.
loyal. Keemstar, you get Joe Murray's loyalty. That shit's for life, bro. Unless you betray me, you don't pay me on time, bitch. You'll not see
Join another show in the network. The only reason I stayed as long as I did was for
Not
Boogie.
unless if the check don't clear, bro, I won't even talk shit about Keemstar behind his back.
And
all right?
Kelly.
Yeah, so just so you
I
know,
could do
this
it.
is
I
like
could
one
do
of
the
those
job.
tweets, Scully, that is mandatory
Well,
that
you
we
just
would need or
gather
one of these
shit
posts.
and just gather shit on the
I'm not going to
internet,
make
okay?
a product and give someone else 50% of the profit after YouTube takes 30% and Uncle Sam takes 22%. Really? Because if we do the math, Wings, you
I
make more-
I know. Keemstar would never hire me. They all hate me. Keemstar hates me, bro. Keemstar and Boogie. Keemstar doesn't hate me like that much. He just thinks I'm like a random spurg, which I am, I guess, right? But Wings and Boogie, especially Boogie, they do not like
more
me.
money working on this show than you
Boogie
ever
hates
have
my
on your
ass.
own. So
Yeah. Also, if he started a new show, it would get flooded.
Remember that tweet? It was like 2 years ago at this point when me and Boogie got into it on Twitter. That shit was hilarious. That's probably my favorite Lolcow interaction. It was funny. So it was like, would you ever hang out with Chill Murray? He's like, I'll never hang out with Chill Murray. I think he's a bad person. I think he's a bad person. It's like, nigga, you fucking fake cancer for money. Fuck out of my face.
With 2,000 referral people
shit,
that he's not getting that on his channel. Last time I tuned in, it was like 250 on his channel, 300.
I think he's a
Me and
bad
Boogie went into the
person. I was
Lolcow
like,
Live
yo.
account today to like see who's on it or whatever because we had to kick Wings off now that he's clearly not
And
coming
then
back and
Keemstar
put
blocked me.
Rastov
I
on the
called him a
account.
bald
We
retard.
noticed that he was just
He
on
does
the
that to
account 7
everybody,
hours ago. So we think he was probably looking at our stats. So we had to remove his account and his number and shit like that off the account. And when we were doing that, we noticed there were third-party apps connected to our email, which is our account here at Lolcow Live. And those third-party apps were gaming websites, like gaming forums. Somehow this email was connected to it. Car forums, car websites. Somehow our account was connected to it. And fucking OnlyFans. I'm not joking. The email attached to this channel.
It has to be Boogie. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Either Keemstar's lying or he's trying to cover for Boogie. Boogie, the only nigga to pay for the OnlyFans, like in real life.
Logged into OnlyFans.
Yep.
Maybe it was for research
Yep.
purposes.
See Boogie's face, bro?
Certainly wasn't.
I mean,
it certainly
guilty
wasn't
as
me.
shit.
It was either Boogie orIngs.
Well, it definitely wasn't me. I don't
It
look.
was
You know, I've
funny,
been burnt out
bro.
on porn
Get
since
the fuck
the year
outta here.
2000.
He said,
Get out of here. That's
I can
totally
get a
Boogie,
cut
bro.
of the middlemen out.
his
I would do
MO
it myself. If I can cut the
outside,
middleman out,
like-
I would do it myself. He goes, honestly, I don't
love
fit on the
the
podcast
hoes.
anymore. If I came back, I'd have a begging cup with a coin or something in it to shake every
Yo.
time they wanted.
Yo, I hate Boogie, but that's probably the most base thing about him. Boogie loved the fucking strippers. He loved the strippers, the sluts, dog. Ooh, he loved the bitches with daddy issues, bro. I feel you, Boogie. Shit. I kind of like the bitches with daddy issues, too. The bitches, you don't have to work too hard. You know what I'm saying?
to spend 45 minutes e-bagging, which is wild to me that he's
That,
calling
that
us.
would be funny. That'd be more entertaining than the half shows that Rastov's done.
He goes, they're messing up left, right, and center right now. It's because no one is there to talk sense. All right.
Where have we messed up? We had a better than average month.
Yeah, he said move the show back to 8 p.m. so you isolate all your Euro viewers.
Okay. I will be.
Move the show back to 8 p.m. so you isolate your Euro viewers.
Levels
he says
hard.
you replace me with a guy who
No.
lives on the other side of the world who will never question any American politics or have any real pulse on American topics. He said, remember when he said you replace me with a guy who lives on the other side of the world? He said, you moved the show back 2 hours while obviously you are clock watching the entire time. Rastov can be a good dude, but he isn't going to push boundaries. Crash Out, I decided not to come back honestly. So that's directly from Wings. Then, do you guys remember that Simi girl that was flirting with Wings?
Yes.
He went on to
Yep.
say, Simi, that chick was trying to fuck me. She wasn't trying to bang me. She was hassling me in hopes I'd bite. I've been in this game way too long to fall for the pussy grift.
We fell for it several times in the past, if I remember.
He's picking on me. And then eventually he left the server. This was going on for hours. And you can see he's messaging in main chat like every 2 minutes with something new. And then eventually he left the server. And apparently he said some clips.
Worst smelling LCU member?
I think this is what he said.
Worst smelling LCU member? The only one that smelled bad was fucking Boogie when he had like that teddy rash.
Oh, okay.
But Boogie usually doesn't smell bad. Like he smells bad when he had that rash, but I think it's just because that rash was smelling like shit.
That's true. I mean, you know, if anybody's thinking Fat Cap, it was Zeta Ray. I mean, me.
Now we have all the fucking DMs, or all the stuff he was saying. Do the world a favor and buy a couple cats and get the hoarding problem. He's fighting with Twisted Puppet, fighting with Twisted Puppet. I choose to walk away, he says. I lost
I know
my
he says I
chance.
choice to walk away.
Obscenities.
Because she did the same shit when I was fighting with Keem and I told her to stop getting in front of me. So we read that. We did read that. Just tell me when to stop, Boogie. You're watching this, right?
Yes.
If you see anything interesting, tell me when to stop.
Here he is defending himself, explaining what he's doing. He's just playing fucking Diablo and fucking around and
Chris LH
putting on 15 pounds.
super chatted $20.
All right, guys.
What's up with every employee of Lolcow looking like a Discord mod lol?
We're Lolcows, just right in the title of the show. By the way, Jordy, who will not give his wife money to walk a 5K, by the way, those are 4K. Those run about $40 to $50. Apparently, I Googled it. You can Google it too. I think that's about how much they run. Spends $40 a day in fast food. If you put on 15 pounds, you're eating. You're spending money, man. Like, give your wife the money.
So he said men in his family die. Let me just make these bigger. All right. I pretty much have been a shell of myself for the last month, and I've gained 15 pounds. We knew that. My day is filled with Diablo 2 and helping Kelly with her degree and sleeping.
How the fuck are you
I was
helping
just
Kelly
hoping,
with her degree,
this one doesn't
bro?
last 4 years like the last time he got depressed.
It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. If you do the work, go see a therapist, talk to a therapist. They will help you.
Mm-hmm. I can only hope I pass away in my sleep. So,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. See,
Jesus Christ. Act like, bro, fuck Boogie. That's how you know this shit is fake. I swear to God, I hate Boogie, bro. Because don't forget, when that whole cancer arc happened, bro, he went and pulled out a kitchen knife and pretended like he was going to kill himself. On camera, bro, okay? Jesus Christ, how can he say such a thing? Shut the fuck up, Boogie. You're just like him, stupid motherfucker.
this is why Scully needs to be fired, truly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she was trying to feed us those screenshots. Like, this is why she should be fired. Like, you're ruining my show. Like, what are you doing? But yeah.
I can only hope I pass away in my sleep, he said. Christ.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Says the guy that pulled out a kitchen knife on stream, bro, because he was spurging out so bad because his cancer story wasn't being believed. Okay.
That's rock bottom. I mean, Jordy's at rock bottom. God damn, man.
I swear, these are people I hate people like this. They could talk shit about other people on the internet. I don't care. Almost in any capacity. It's like, shut up. You did something worse. You pulled out a kitchen knife and said, I'm gonna cut myself. What the fuck, Boogie?
How many times did we get on the phone with Jordy and try to find a path back to have him on the show? How many times? How many? Like 5,
12.
6? Like
I swear, like 12.
maybe
man.
12. I don't know. We were talking to him every day. We're like, okay, how do we get a path back for Jordy back on this show? We tried. He shot us down every time. Then, before I announced Rastov, it was a full 3 days, 4 days before, maybe a week before. I don't know how many days. I tried to get a hold of Jordy every single day. Every day.
I know, I'm in the group text. I know.
I'm literally texting Kelly and being like, Kelly, is he okay? I need to talk to him. Before I made the decision of Rastov, I just wanted to have a conversation with Jordy. He wouldn't get on the phone with me. So now, after I fucking hire Rastov, then he comes to our Discord to shit on us that we're idiots and we're doing. I could not get on the phone with him, but he's in our Discord all last night. The business side with me and Jordy is destroyed. It can never be rebuilt. People are in the chat.
Bullshit, bro. Because if Phil came crawling on his hands and knees, asking to be on the show, you would have just hired Phil, and he said the same thing about Phil. I can't have a business relationship with this guy. Yeah, you will. You will if you can see the opportunity in it, Keem. That's bullshit.
And they're saying this is PKA 2.0. Bro, at the end of Fat Camp, I even sent a text to Wings and I said, you will not get PKA'd. I promised him that. And then he went out of his way, in my opinion, to make sure he got PKA'd. Like, it's so insane to me. Like,
No, PKA didn't even buy him out. You had the decency to pay him a severance his last month and take good care of him. You actually did.
Words can't express how much I tried to save this and make this still exist. It's self-sabotaging. That's exactly what it is, Ashers. He self-sabotaged this. And you know, Boogie, you were there every step of the way with me.
He said in these texts, in one of the messages, he said he's happier earning $40 in 2 hours doing DoorDash than he is earning $200 pouring mustard on himself. He said, basically, he says he's happier doing menial jobs than he would be this. And I don't know if that's true.
He has too much pride.
He just doesn't seem very happy. When I read something like, I just hope I passed away in my sleep. Yeah, that's how I felt in 2018. And Keem, helped me out of that, right? And that lasted till 2020. When Keem gave me the fight and gave Jordy the fight, right? And just
Boogie, do you honestly think bringing him back?
This isn't good content. I'm sorry.
Just to answer me one question, bro, without like yelling at me, please. Like, do you honestly think that bringing him back to this show would be good for his mental health with
John
the way
J.
that
super
like
chatted
the
$20.
chat is?
And to answer your question, Rastov, no. This show, with him coming back, would be horrible for his mental health. But you also need to just face the music, all right? You think I wanted to fucking go live with donuts and mermaids and fucking deal with everyone fucking picking on me, right? Now, granted, I didn't do a crime or like, you know, put hands on a woman or anything like that. But still, it was embarrassing as fuck. Like, the only way to deal with it.
No, I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed every time Boogie goes like, Eddie threatened suicide. Like, Boogie tries to act like he didn't do this last year, bro. Like he didn't see her.
That's true.
Why would you bring that up?
She remembers you not acknowledging her fucking existence.
No, but Boogie,
And you know
time.
what? She
Hold
fucking
on.
remembers. No, let me finish. You know what else she
Oh,
remembers?
God.
Sitting in the doctor's office. Oh, sorry. Sitting in during an
Wait,
evening.
No, I remember fucking Boogie pulling out the kitchen knife, bro. Acting like he's gonna cut his wrist because he was getting pushed against the wall about pretending to have cancer.
Put up that he's gonna. This is like
I can't.
yeah, sorry. The only
I
thing
can't believe we discovered in this stream that he literally fucking Googled it. No one said the word cancer before he rushed and made that video.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that.
Dude, like he was excited as fuck. He was like, he comes home. He's like, you know that episode of South Park where like fucking Cartman's like, I've got golden teeth. He's like, I've got this cancer, bro. Now I can fucking make tons of views and I can fucking
like
get
imagine
all
like
that
after
sympathy. Like,
googling
that's it.
knife. Do not do anything with that knife. No, no.
No, he wants me to. He told me to, right?
I'm gonna freeze out right there. It's annoying the fuck out of me how Boogie's going, and then Wings is gonna say that he wants to kill himself. Like,
Is to go live and just deal with it. You gotta take your fucking licks, all right? Everyone gets to clown on
Boogie
you.
did this
Everyone gets to
last
talk their
year,
shit at you.
bruh.
That's how it is. And then once everyone gets it off their chest, the next day gets a little bit easier. And the next day gets a little bit easier. And the next day gets a little bit easier. You have to take accountability, right? You know, we're still seeing wings of excuses, right? You know, it's like, and this comes after he puts out a statement and takes accountability on Twitter like a month ago. You know, like you got to come up and be like, I'm wrong, and you got to sit there and let that TTS just beat your fucking ass. Because once
White Dogger
everyone
super chatted $20.
gets it out of their
Team,
system,
This is obviously a cry for sympathy. We saw this way back in the day when he posted bullets on his Facebook page saying he was gonna off himself. You and Blade tried to talk him off the ledge once already.
I remember that.
This is him.
But I mean, it's like Boogie, dude, with the cancer arc thing. He had to show up to work and he had to take those licks. You know, he had to get punched in the face every single day for a week, right? And guess what? That's what makes you stronger. That's what gets you through it. The running away that Wings has been doing ever since this happened is only causing people to chase him. If he would just turn around, face it.
Sorry, but I seen Wings sit here and pull out a dull ass kitchen knife, bro. I see my boy Wings do
head
that.
on, right? They punch him a few times with verbally, I mean, right? And then it would be over. But he's been running away. He's been making it this excuse, that excuse. That it's someone else's fault. This is happening. Boogie and Keemstar are fucking making the worst decisions ever. Kelly tripped. You know, it's like, bro, it's like you just got to take your hits.
I know you're right. If he came back to the universe, he couldn't be on the main show. He can't do live events. He's scary. He's dangerous. People wouldn't show up because of what happened. I know he's not great to work with. I know. I get it. I understand. I'd
give him help. I promised him I would help him right after it happened. Right after it happened.
He said no.
He was in his cabin still blaming Kelly in the moment. I talked to a crying Kelly. Mike was right next to me, and I told Kelly that I would help him like I helped Boogie. I made that promise, and he won't let me help him. Look what he put in the chat. He goes, remember, I'm an overweight, wife-beating PDF who kills animals in his free time.
Jesus Christ.
Like, so he's obviously not serious about those things. He's saying what the internet is accusing him of being. You look like it's shit talking and it's just me being myself. Even if it is worse than that, it doesn't make you a monster. Either people make mistakes and they're allowed to atone for them. You're not atoning for them. Mike isn't a bad person. Mike started drinking during Fat Camp, and I'm sure that played a part, most likely, into a screaming match, but it was still when the cops came. I mean, look, we're not supposed to be speaking about this Mike stuff because of lawyers and everything else, and I'm pretty sure Mike and Wings talked about this, and he's just outing what happened there, you know, a screaming match. The thing is, YouTube makes it popular and profitable to hate on me, so they do it.
Oh my God, it says, if you were a part of my 150 viewer streams, you'd know this. Is he down to 150 people watching?
The Mike situation, I said my piece on it. If you were part of my 150 viewers streams, you already know this. God, this is just sad. Breezy gets away with it. At some point, he said in here that Breaking Banquet needs to get banned. I don't know where that is, unless I just missed it. People look at his videos and they actually... oh, right here. Breaking Banquet needs to have his channel taken down. People look at his videos like it's the actual truth. Now, I'm sorry, but isn't Banquet one of the nicer channels that covers Wings?
Yes. I don't know why he's going after him. In fact, I have watched every Breaking Banquet since Jordy left the show, and I'm not entirely certain what he thinks he's wrong about. It's mostly just about how depressed and sad he is.
I bet if
then he said, I love animals, I would never hurt them purposely.
But he wouldn't like that.
Unless you count humans as animals.
Then Tuffy brought up the cat, and he said, I paid for that cat 10 times or 50 times over. This is talking about Becky, and he's responding to me. Good. He goes, it's funny I made a career out of camping and Call of Duty, but that shit in real life sucks.
Okay, that's funny.
He said,
see, that's something you want to learn to do is make jokes occasionally, Rastov.
He said, I might be 0-3 on camping trips, but I'm 2-0 versus surgeries. We'll buy the bridge back and make a new truck. We'll do a GoFundMe so people come. Dude, he was on one.
Dude, it was insane. I was trying to do a show while this shit was going on.
He's talking about
I was so distracted.
He's talking about... God, Buggy.
I was gonna say, to be honest, I did not expect him to crash out at all. I didn't think he cared about the show anymore, and this proved he
Liana
does.
Taylor super chatted.
He said, "You know, it's bad when I see being off the show as I don't have to go to California or Buffalo in the next couple months." Laughing out loud, and this is what I wish. Like, I know there's so many people that want
I
Wings
love
back.
it.
Me and Boogie wanted Wings back. I get it, right? But this is one of those things
No,
that you guys don't see
this is
behind
what
the
Wings
scenes. Like,
needs.
he does not want to go anywhere or do anything that is going to propel the show to make it bigger. I got another secret I'm really good at. I'm good at Rainbow Six as well.
The show doesn't deserve
Dark
to be
Dark
big.
Souls as well. I bought a house with all the Call of Duty. I could play it cold and beat most people on the planet. I was flexing about Call of Duty. What else did he say here? Camping requires me to go outside. It's just like, oh, jeez.
Yeah, he really doesn't like leaving the house or doing things, which is sad.
Explain to me why. Okay, I know the Eric thing. Craft IQ. God, I wish I had this the first time. You're using the word self-preservation. I know how I was raised. What accountability do you want from me? You want me to hold my head down in shame until the end of time? You never faced the music, Jordy. Like, you came on that one show, and I'm happy that you did, and everybody at TTS, everybody attacked you, right? You had to do probably 3, 4, maybe even a week more of shows like that, and then it would have stopped, and then we could have moved on. We could have picked up the pieces after you got destroyed by everyone, and we could have moved forward. But you just stopped talking to me and Wings after coming on one time.
No. Wings knows.
By choice.
This is bullshit. Keemstar is a fucking goddamn piece of shit, dude. Oh, yeah, man.
He said nobody can be better than...
Oh, yeah, dude. Just a couple weeks you made fun of, and everybody forget you domestic violence in your wife. Like, everybody just gonna totally forget that one. And no, Wings is actually smart. He's like, no one's gonna fucking let that one go. Because it all ties into his weird pattern of being a violent, narcissistic, fucking, like, sociopath. You know, hurting the animals and shit like that, bro. It's like, you're just gonna just hurt your wife in front of people like this. Okay.
me, and if you lie to yourself, it's just because it makes life
He started
easier.
trying
You're
to
cheating
play it
yourself.
off. Like,
I think
nah,
he's talking
dude.
about on the show.
Get the fuck out of here.
But
It's
he
best
literally
that
took
Wings
himself off the
leaves
show.
the
Like
show.
this is what pisses me off. Is like I'm coming into this like tainted, right?
never let that
Because
shit
I'm
go.
coming into a seat with him. Obviously, he was who he was, but like he literally could be here right now. He literally could be sitting here doing the show with you guys, talking about literally something else. It just fucking.
Normally we don't read little donos, but Clinton donated $2 and said Keem forced Wings off his psych meds. Now that is true. We did try to convince him to get off of it, and he did get off of it, right?
Why would you do that? Literally, why would you do that, Keem? That's like some anti-vaxxer fucking retard shit, bro. Hurt the darker, get the mental meds. You know they're probably just actually poisoning your brain, Wings. Well, you should take the fucking medicine, Big Pharma. Hurt. That's a kind of fucking retarded little Huckleberry Finn ass stupid piece of shit Keemstar is. And the science is saying those meds don't help you. Why are you gonna tell a mentally ill person, bro, to don't take your med? That's Big Pharma. You know how these fucking queers are, bro.
Here's the thing,
Hairy
though.
face
When that came up
retards like
again
Keem,
after
dude.
the incident that happened at Fat Camp when he was on the show, he said that he was back on them. He actually went back on them. So I don't know what the truth is. I don't know if he was on them or he wasn't on them when this happened. I proved multiple times. I stand on business, he says. I got no bitch in my blood, which, bro, I don't know, dude. Not facing the music seems like bitch in your blood, but that's just, that's a different.
Yeah, true.
I'm sorry, it does. Accountability? Nah, son, I accepted accountability. The internet doesn't allow you to be forgiven. Well, you got to take your hits. You went off.
We put out the statement, and then no one like accepted it right away, and then he just doubled back down on what he said before that. So it's like it made people feel like it wasn't genuine.
Right.
The issue is he went to his own personal channel where people get banned, people get silenced, and that's his safe bubble. You know, that's where he went, you know? I'm sorry, but that's how it comes across, you know? Someone in the chat asked what PKA was. That was his first podcast that he got kicked off many years ago for not going to a camping trip. He said, I didn't say I was never coming back. I said I wouldn't do another show. So now, see, this is confused. This is at 6 a.m., guys. At 6 a.m. So, like, all the other stuff that we read before was before, all right? Now this is getting in order. At 6 a.m. in the morning, Rastov's sleeping, Boogie's sleeping, I'm sleeping. No, we're not even on anymore. Now it's turned into, I never said I wasn't coming back. Maybe you should tell me and Boogie that.
Yeah.
Don't you think maybe it would be a good idea you tell us that? Cool. A lot of people have fan bases who hate them. They're called snark communities. I mean, there's just so much here. We're almost to the end. I think we can probably get through this.
Yep.
Some guy calling him low IQ. He's not even mad. I just clicked over here because he was bored. I just hate people calling me stupid because I don't hold a word view they have. A man chooses, a slave obeys.
What?
That's funny.
He said some wild stuff in here. I'm saying I don't factor happiness into my choices. That's clear. That is very clear.
Yeah.
The truth is pain is the price you pay to live life, and you never pay it down.
That's hilarious. Like, Weeks actually has like main character syndrome, bro. Like, okay, bro, you fucking freedom fighter, you.
Damn.
What?
That's some dark shit. Look at this.
I'm currently the happiest I've ever been. Fuck you.
I'm happier
That's
making
hilarious.
$40 door dashing than I am pouring mustard on my head for $500.
Shit. $500. I pour mustard on my head right now. Who's got $500?
This next one is truly important. Remember how he said in the Discord, I never said I wasn't coming back. Remember how he said that? Look what he says just a little later. He says, I told them multiple times I didn't think I was coming back.
Yes, he sure did.
So it's like, what? This goes against what you just said before. Look at this. I told him multiple times that I didn't think I was coming back. I can do my own and keep 100% of the profits, but it's way less money. Like, way less money. Not even remotely close. Shit.
Yeah.
Percentages don't mean shit when it comes to the actual dollars. Like, if the math...
Right. Like, would you rather have 25% of $1 million, or would you rather have all of 100,000? That's a pretty easy fucking choice, ain't it?
Exactly. I don't know.
Yeah, easy.
Dude, anyhow. So I can make 25% of the show and do all the work.
The show does make a lot of money, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Does he think he was doing all the work here?
That's what he's saying.
He did about as much as Rastov.
I would have quit a year ago if Kelly didn't want me to stay. So he wasn't here for us. He was here for fucking Kelly.
Kelly, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the last two
Kelly
streams, the last 2
Kelly
days,
don't
I'm
wanna
not
be a
mad.
broke bitch.
I just type aggressively. I can't have kids anyways. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
I'm cool with conflict. I just don't want to travel halfway around the world to be shit on over and over again. Like, come on, bro.
That damn pride gets in his way.
I signed up for a podcast and it turned into a drama community.
It did.
He said, right, I
Like,
don't want to be a
Wings is
Lolcow
not
host.
wrong, bro,
I never
about
did the
that
money.
shit.
It was just good. I couldn't
It turned into Jerry
in my
Springer,
right mind quit.
like on TV.
But then he did quit. So you're not in the right mind, then are you?
Oh, God, there's 2 more pages. Oh, my God, there's so much more.
I told you, bro. This thing goes on for fucking ages.
Oh, God, there's so much more. I'm never going to get to the bottom.
No.
Where is the
You
bottom?
got 4 minutes.
Oh, wait,
You're
that might be
at the bottom. That was it.
That might be the bottom. And then he left. And then he left. He literally left our server. So he's not in the Discord anymore, which is wild.
Looks like this stream's getting deleted.
I'm done as fuck, bro. Fucking stupid. So it looks like, I don't know, man. there might be an opening for the Wings trolls, right? To sit here and get their shit back. They're kind of like us, you know what I mean? It's like, all right, their team up that actually could have saved their lives is falling apart. And they're going back to square one, back to basics, dude. Everybody gonna be able to get a piece again, dude. Shit, that's gonna be funny as fuck. All right, we got a little bit of World of T-shirts, bro. We got who else is on the docket? Oh shit, Johnny Somali, bro.
Violation.
He got charged with more crimes. He committed more crimes. This fucker is never leaving Korea. I think I'm resigned to just say
Kim
that.
Jong-un! Everybody, North Korea flag in the chat! Not I'm John Kim Jong-un! I'm John Kim Jong-un! Kim Jong-un!
Yeah, he ain't never leaving that motherfucker. He's never leaving that peninsula. Never again.
All right, so I just finished watching the 9.5-hour live stream that Johnny Somali did last Friday, and towards the end, something so insane happened. This guy is really, really asking for it because he committed the crime of praising North Korea. Again, this is a crime that he has been previously investigated for, but they did not have enough evidence to press charges. Except in this case, they will have plenty of evidence. First, let me show you the clip, and then we'll talk about it.
Don't ever show that. Stupid ass. Don't ever show that shit. But the police be watching all my streams, so I gotta be careful, nigga. If I share an AI if I share an AI, somebody sends an AI to my Discord and I show it to the stream, it's a crime. Korea can suck my. You know what song I'm gonna play right now, actually? And a matter of fact, what song I'm gonna play right now? Let the charge me for this. Let the charge me for this.
So you heard him. He said, let them charge me for this, which indicates he clearly knows that he's about to commit a crime.
Let the charge me for this. I don't care. Let the charge me for this. Let the charge me for this.
God damn it.
Kim Jong-un! Everybody, North Korea flag in the chat! North Korea flag in the chat now! Everybody, we're gonna start from the beginning. I want to see North Korea flag in the chat.
He's just getting drunk, bro. And just like doing whatever he can to get some donos. That's sad. Damn. Damn, committing felonies, bro, just to get like $5. That sucks.
Now. They already in. Oh, let me not say that word. These police in Korea and South Korea already tried to interrogate it for national security violation, and they had to drop the charge. So let's go. I want to see North Korean flag in the chat. Everybody, go. North Korean flag in the chat now. Go.
So I want you guys to understand this. Yes, he has been investigated for this in the past, and it was dropped. But that's because he was playing TTS in public, and it wasn't necessarily him that was saying anything. It was music that was playing. And yes, he had the control. He was able to put it down. He didn't. But that's still a viewer that decided to play the music on his device. What he's about to do now is completely different. Now he's doing this willingly, willfully, and I will show you other cases where people have been prosecuted for this.
Everybody North Korea flag in the chat. Everybody North Korea flag. Jong-un! Not I'm John Kim Jong-un! Jong-un! Hey! Come get me! National Security Intelligence Agency!
Oh my god, bro.
The National Security Intelligence Agency! I'm John Kim Check now, 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 now! Kim Jong-un! You're now North Korean flag!
What the fuck,
Yes,
bro?
yes, 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 yes!
Bro, I literally hope he literally is just eating fucking cold rice and cold noodles for the next 10 years. That'd be hilarious, dude. To see the first like Johnny Somali stream fresh out of prison, bro. Fresh out of South Korean prison, bro. He gonna get his shit pushed in. He's so done, bro. I don't care. You can't just sit here and the only reason why he's free is because the things he's doing aren't violent, bro. You know? But he's going down for all this shit, dude. It's gonna be hilarious.
Propaganda! Propaganda!
He's getting like
Propaganda,
fine.
yes.
Watch.
Propaganda! Look at that!
He's gonna get a soft like 5 to 8 years, dude. It's gonna be funny.
Yeah, look how they got the dog. They got the doctor dancing. Kim Jong-un! I'm down Kim Jong-un!
Fuck America, bro. He makes blacks. If you just any shade of brown, right? It don't matter if you from England or America. It's just like, fuck, I feel like I can't go to these places no more, right? And be a little fucking probably loud or nothing without people thinking I'm trying to be a big streamer guy. I got a loud voice. You know? So it's just like, fuck, bro. I gotta walk on eggshells now because of these stupid motherfuckers. This shit sucks. People gonna have to. Daddy gonna think all black people are like this guy.
Yes! 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 Look, my favorite part right here.
He's so drunk.
Look
bro.
at the dog dancing. This is my favorite part. Look how the dog is dancing. Ah! Our friendly father, Kim Jong-un. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love that. What you gonna do? I got freedom of speech.
Actually, Johnny, you don't have freedom of
No,
speech
not in
because
South
you're not
Korea.
in America.
It's not
You are
America.
not protected by the First Amendment because you're in
fuck,
South
bro?
Korea. Now, let me ask you this, Johnny. Writing about Kim Jong-un, praising him in a poem, that's covered under freedom of speech, right? Well, not in Korea, because this guy was sentenced to 14 months in jail for praising.
Like, some people forget, bro. Mostly, like, retarded Americans are uneducated. But South Korea and North Korea are still in a state of war, bro. Like, they're still at war with each other. Yeah, they throwing the ones and shit. But there's no ceasefire, really. Like, there's no document signed saying, nigga, we ain't beefing. They're beefing still. It's like against the law to sit here and praise like one of their ops. You know what I'm saying? They're in a state of war. And if America went in a state of war, we'd probably get some laws where it's against the law to praise our ops too and shit. We actually did do it during the 50s and 60s about communism, right? We were beefing with the goddamn Soviets. Like, I don't know. He's stupid. He's a stupid kid. You can tell he's like an uneducated child, bro.
North Korea in a poem.
I'm gonna be
and
doing
you
this shit in
just did
South
that
Korea. What the
in a
fuck?
song in front of the entire world for the world to see. Although no one has talked about this yet, because this crime was buried in a 9-hour live stream that nobody wanted to watch, but I suffered through it and I found this gem. Now he is so screwed because he thought since he got away with it the first time, he'll do it again. And now he's going to take it even further. He's going to taunt the cops, the federal cops that investigated him the first time with this new stunt.
I got freedom of speech. I don't give a fuck. You guys wanna, hey, who wanna know what the pussy ass bitch detective told me in the interrogation room? Can I see one in the chat? One in the chat. Who wanna know what the pussy ass female detective told me in the interrogation room? That I have the recording of. I recorded the whole thing. And I'm gonna put it out in a documentary when I get out this bitch. This bitch had the nerve to ask me. This bitch had the nerve to ask me. She said, "Are you being paid by North Korea?" She said,
Hell White sent $3. How do you feel knowing that so many Africans want to come to America but you're in Asia messing with the super nice Asian people? I also live in South Korea. Africans don't understand why I want to be in Asia, but I'm American.
I don't know. I have nothing to do with black people. I only care about myself. I love you, L. White. But I'm going to be honest. If Asians are more racist to you because of me, it ain't got shit to do with me. It got shit to do with them. But the detective, let me get back on topic. The detective, she said, "Do you have any connection to North Korean communists?"
Well, it's ridiculous because people like him, bro. I hate to say it, but a lot of human beings, right? Their biases and shit are based off at least one or two positive or negative interactions they have with a certain person, right? Like, you could think that all people that smoke weed are criminals. And then you probably like your car will break down and a hippie whose car smells like weed will come and help you out while a bunch of other people pass you on the street. Or you might be someone that thinks all cops are bad. And then you have to call these motherfuckers, so it broke in your house and they're being super cool with you, right? Or you might get into trouble and the cop that's dealing with you is actually like being super chill. Your perspectives on the people you deal with and their groups that they're probably, involved with. They're really based on the interactions you have with them. And a lot of people are afraid to say that. It's easier to say, like, "I'm not racist," or "I have a black friend," when it's like, nah, bro. It's just like you're used to like black people probably not fucking you over or doing fucked up things to you. Where I am, I'm used to black, like, bro. I mean, fucking black people dark as me, I've had to call the N word under my breath, Doug. Like dirty motherfuckers. Same thing with white people. I call white people N word too. And whatever, like, people have biases, but they're mostly based off their experiences they have with other people. And it's just ridiculous for this guy to say that a bunch of Asian people are going to be super apprehensive against loud kind of black Americans or flashy black Americans or black people speaking because he was there. Like, no, it's because of you that someone like me is probably going to get like looked at like I'm going to sit here and fucking take my clothes off and say some stupid shit. Oh,
You know what I said?
Come on,
Guess what
dude.
I said? Guess what I said? Guess.
Yeah, white people do a lot of things. So do black people. What do you mean?
I said right to remain silent. She said, "Do you have any connection with North Korean communists?" Right to
Like, I'm
remain.
guilty of it too. I just said it. What do you mean? What did I say that was contradicting, Sonic? Yeah, some of what I say is based off my experiences. A lot of my negative experiences are from stupid, fucking weird, frumpy ass white people on the internet. Ain't black people be this weird on the internet I've had to deal with, saying they're gonna rape my son and making up lies saying I'm a deadbeat dad or I hit my fucking wife. It's white people who do it. Ain't no blacks doing that to me. The black people all hang out here. Oh, it's all the TBS people and all those fucking niggas that like fucking watching all that boring, dry ass British white people shit.
Silent.
Well, yeah, I'm biased
She said,
too.
"Do you
I ain't
know
never said I wasn't."
the relationship
That's weird.
between North Korea and South Korea?"
Like Sonic, I know you, nigga. You edging on the edge of my nerves because you always be trying to catch me in a gotcha, and you never catch me in a gotcha because like I ain't one of those other niggas, bro. You know.
I said, I don't give.
Pretty blunt and open about
from
everything
America.
I do and say.
I don't care.
Like,
Verbatim.
oh,
Hank is
chill,
the
you
witness.
do
Hank
that
was there.
too.
I said,
Yeah,
I don't care.
didn't say I didn't.
I don't give a
Stupid.
I'm from America. Y'all, that ain't got shit to do with me. The bitch told me, "What is your opinion about North Korean communists?" I said,
You
right
do
to
have
remain-
bias, though. You do have bias. You do. That's the most retarded fucking thing to say. I try not to have biases. But you do, though, bro. Everybody could try, but you do, bro. You do. You do. And you might not even be aware of it sometimes. But you'll catch yourself, oh, shit. I am kind of biased. Like, I probably prefer this over that. And I'm not just talking about race or something, but you are biased. So am I. So is every fucking human being. And it's a really fake, retarded thing to just go, I'm not biased about nothing. I'm a really cool, just middle of the ground person. Like, no, you're not, bro. No one is.
remain silent. The dumbass police had the nerve to tell me, "Do you know the location of North Korea?"
Honestly, Johnny, it might sound like a silly question, but you're not the average citizen. You are excessively stupid, and although sometimes it is an act, so it is a reasonable question to ask because she might have thought you were a
Bro,
complete...
if I took you as attacking me, I would have fucking threw you in timeout. I'm having an argument. We're having an adult argument discussion. I don't care if anyone has contrary views to me, bro. I don't give a fuck. Come on, dude.
dimwit, and you had no clue where you were.
That's what I
judging
mean.
by
You're
your
always trying to wiggle me into some weird gotcha, and I could just tell it's okay.
actions. But once again,
It's like,
he
chill
thinks
out
he's
on
out
that
of the
shit,
woods
bro.
with this
It's
one
weird
because they
sometimes.
didn't prosecute him the first time. He thinks that he won't be prosecuted for this. But like I said earlier, the crimes were very, very different. In one case,
you say contrary things to me all the time, Sonic. And we have discussions back and forth, and that's what they are. That's why it's the Bacon Social Club. It could get a little heated, tense. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck at the end of the day, bro. I really don't. Oh, chill, you're attacked. As soon as I did beer, I would have fucking threw you in timeout if I really felt attacked, bro. You best fucking believe that.
someone else is playing music through his speaker.
No, I'm feeling
In this
attacked
case,
right
he is
now. Get the
clearly
fuck outta here.
praising Kim Jong-un on the
I would've
internet,
swept
which
you
is
under the
broadcasted
fucking rug,
in South
bro.
Korea
Like,
for the
that's
world to
the
see.
real
So yeah,
shit.
good luck
Come
with
on,
that,
Sonny.
Johnny. No one knew about
You've
this
been here
until
too
now,
long, bro.
but now you are totally screwed.
I said, "Bitch, bitch, you dumb? Bitch, you dumb? North of here? Like, bitch, what kind of... Like, bitch, you stupid?"
Yeah, Sonic, and
Like-
I'm saying what I see too. So we can agree to disagree, right? You're saying what you see, I'm saying what I see, and sometimes we disagree and we could go back and forth. It's okay. But don't feel like I'm attacking you or I feel attacked or whatever. I
What
don't.
are you talking
I like
about? Do you know the
arguing.
location
I
of
do.
North? Like, I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, I don't, like, what are you talking about? Do you, like, north of what? Do you know the
That's
location
why y'all
of
my
North
niggas.
Korea? Bitch, north of
No bullshit. That's why I love you niggas. That's why you're a mod, Sonic. That's why y'all my boys. Like, I don't want yes men hanging around me. You know what I'm saying? I like when you guys go against me or have a differing opinion. I do. Like, because we can argue and I might learn something, right? So I don't want anybody to feel like, oh, weird. That's why it's a bacon social club. It's the whole point of all of it. All you guys should feel free to talk and like as if we were in a bar, like chill. I think what you said is stupid. What? And I'll be like, what the fuck you think I said is stupid? We can talk about it.
Like,
But don't feel weird, Sonic.
shut
I don't
up,
want you to feel like
bitch.
awkward if I make you feel that way. I apologize.
I
if
like.
do.
I don't give a
You know you're one of my boys.
bangers. These releasing bangers. I don't care. They ain't gonna lock shit up. We gonna check this. One more power shot. We gonna check this. Oh, we gotta switch the TPS.
Suspendus sent $3. I missed her streams, Johnny.
Thank you so much. I love you. Kieran, I'm doing those Korean flag in the chat.
So I'm blurring the chat because I want to comply with YouTube's guideline.
Bro, this is what I used to do in my 20s. I won't lie. I won't lie, but I wouldn't be this wild as Johnny, dog. But I'd sit here and just drink out the bottle. Just slap that fucking bottle, bro. You know, there'd be some mollies, some fucking ecstasy, some white bitches, and just sit here and say and do wild shit all night, bro.
But they were roasting him.
But this is so bad. This is like the worst version of my 20s. It's like I would be in a random place, right? That I wasn't familiar with, just partying, going hard. But it'd be like I'd be fucking around with chicks. I'd be like sitting here getting a part-time job so I could kind of stick around if I liked a certain spot. Like I lived in the Grand Canyon for like half a year or some shit, bro. You know, just a party out there and stuff. But like, this is lonely. This is like the DSP version of fun, you know? Like, this is miserable. Look at him. Look at his face. Look at his face, bro. He's drinking wine, right? But look at the pain on his face, bro. He's getting drunk to numb the pain, to block out the criticism, to make himself feel confident in everything he's doing, to feel better about himself, dog. And he's just saying all this wild shit that's just good, like getting him into deeper trouble, bro. You know, like he's young. He has to be like in his 20s. I don't know how old Johnny Somali is. I really don't. But I think he has to be like somewhere in his mid 20s, bro. Because these are the mid 20 blues.
And they're like, how stupid is this guy?
That's
He's
pain.
going to get
I see
more
pain on
charges.
his
And
face,
this
dog.
time it won't be local charges. It will be from the feds, the same people that investigated him last time. This guy is incredibly brain dead. I'm going to show you the next part because once again, we need it out there for evidence. After this video drops, I'm sure he will private his video.
North Korean flag in the chat. Let's go. Let's get another national security investigation. Another one. And I'll stream the next investigation. I swear to God, next time I'm going live in the police station. Next time on this YouTube channel, I'm going live in the police station investigation. Let's go. Now, North Korean flag. Go, 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 go. North Korean flag. Next time I'm live in the police station. I don't know what.
Oh my god. He is hitting that bottle. Like, slow down, bro. Look, see what I mean? The pain. Like, pay attention to that for sure. The pain on his face. Bro, I see drug users look like this. Like before they get high, there's this like 1 second where you see all the pain they're experiencing in that moment as a human being on their face, bro. I've seen it with Phil too, bro. Not when he eats food, but I see it when he tries to drink and shit like that.
No, John Kim Jong.
It's like, bro, you look like you hurt.
No, 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 Oh my God, this is our top. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, on the side, I'm trying to show you guys all the indie games that I get my hands on this year. Like 2025 is kind of the year of the indie games on PC for me. And I found one called Kyborg, bro. You're like the fuck? You're like a cyborg, bro. It's like a beat 'em up roguelike. And I didn't really play it. It says continue, but I like started it and didn't play it at all. So like I'm gonna just start from new game. But it looks cool. It looks dope.
Yes!
I'm gonna put y'all in game.
We're the syringe gang.
If it doesn't make my computer fucking
We're the syringe gang. I'm gonna pause the North Korean shit. Go do a sleep stream and go outside later. Is a Tozy coming May 16th? I don't give. Yo, can someone send this stream to DC Inside? Excuse me. Can someone send this stream to DC Inside? Can someone send this stream to the Korean Ops? Somebody send this stream to the Korean Ops. Somebody send this shit to the Korean Ops. Send this shit to the Korean, the Ops or whatever. I really don't.
So he wants the federal cops to know about this. He wants them to watch this stream. I'm telling you, if this clip goes viral, that will be the end of Johnny Somali. Because like I said, when he was in the subway, he had plausible deniability. It's not him playing it, but this time it is so much different. This is what you call overconfidence. He's so cocky and arrogant that the South Korean government isn't going to do shit to him, that he's making a bunch of mistakes. South Korea basically handed him a shovel, and he will not stop digging.
Look, these stupid ass South Korean detectives had the nerve to ask me, is North Korea paying you to do what you're doing? Literally, mentally in their brain, they can't even understand. They're saying, you have to be a foreign agent.
Oh, bro, he's
they
so
literally
done.
asked me in the interrogation,
They are, bro. They're just like giving him a bunch of rope just to hang himself. And they probably have like 5 detectives watching all his streams, just gathering evidence.
North Korea paying you to do this? You know what I said? Right to remain silent. I ain't even say no. I ain't even say no. I could have said no. I could have said no. I could have said no. Truly. I could have said, yeah. Negative. You figure it out. Go check the Bitcoin wallet. Go check the Ethereum wallet. Go check, you know what I mean? Go, I don't even know. Y'all find out, do your research. It might be the next Dennis Rodman. You don't know. I'm not deleting the VOD. This VOD is staying up. I don't care.
Alright, so he's not lying about that. At the moment, his video is still live on his channel. Although, if this video makes it to the mainstream news, I'm sure that he will delete it. Because you are not allowed to praise North Korea and South Korea. The last guy got 14 months. I'm sure he'll get a lot more. Now, make sure you're subscribed because I will drop another video either tonight or tomorrow morning. Bro. There are some other really important news that happened on the topic of Johnny Somali, but
yeah, Johnny's done. Our boy Johnny is done. Okay, so there's some World of T-Shirts contests that I missed in the cut this week, bro. We're going to talk about our boy Josh Block really quick. Because we talked about him a week ago, and not too much has happened. But we covered him. He lost his party deal, I think, because he's being a drunk fucking asshole. But we got some new clips. We're gonna watch those really quick. But yeah, he got hit with another fry by. I love these.
Josh, put the fries in the fucking bag. Put the fries in the bag, Josh. Put him in the bag!
You can see him spurging out, trying to go chase the car. Hey, look at this dude. Bro. Look at his body, bro. Die. Motherfucker built like an explanation point. Like, what the fuck? Like, dude. I couldn't, bro. I couldn't have that body. Like, just that lap. Look at that. You can see his ribs. He's only fat. Look, he's emaciated, right? You can tell he's kind of like emaciated because he doesn't eat a lot of food, but he has this little pudgy belly. Look, you can see that. Look, you can see that little love handle right here. Yo, that love handle wants to say hi. It wants to pop out and say hello, dude. Because of the alcohol. It's because all the alcohol he drinks, bro. He has, like, you can see that's all the fatty tissue on his torso. That's kind of funny, bro. Oh my god. Is this motherfucker look like a question mark in Comic Sans and shit jumping into the pool? Ah! He looks like a comma, bro. What the fuck? Oh my god, is this wet? He built like E.T. if he was almost 6 feet tall. He is, Big Bird. I'm dead. Hey, he's going to Miami. He's in Miami right now. He has to tell everybody where he's going. And bro, this is what makes him a Lolcow, right? He gets all spurgy and mad when people find him and hit him with put the fries in the bag. But I swear to God, he's like, I'm going here. I'm going there. I wouldn't tell you motherfucker shit. Josh shares his thoughts about potentially getting involuntary Baker acted in Florida. People are saying, so the Baker Act, I don't know too much about it because it's fucking Florida and Florida's a fake state. You know what I mean? It's like it's where all the Hollywood movies are actually made. Okay, but they're not fake movies. It's actual real documentaries about the people of Florida. Florida's not a real place, so I don't like read about their politics and shit too much. But the Baker Act, from what I've read about it, it's like a act where you could call the cops on disabled people, like mentally ill people, and get them fucking locked up. So here's Josh. People, I'm gonna do a Josh. Clear my throat to do a Josh blog, bro. People are saying they're gonna try to Baker Act me in Florida. I hope that doesn't happen. And then I don't know who this is. No one does, bro. If you get Baker acted in Florida, don't panic. They even put a straight jacket on the Yeti last week. It just means you partied so hard, even the trap stars and snowmen called 911. He's like texting a troll, bro. It's no big deal. They just hose you down and throw on a Pitbull song. Oh, bro. But yeah, this is the Baker Act. To be Baker acted, there must be evidence of mental illness, a threat to self or others, or self-neglect. And yeah, you just get held for 72 hours, bro. Yeah, that's stupid. It's like a homeless person act, bro. It's funny as fuck. That's funny as fuck if he actually gets Baker acted, bro. But all right, there's some context. Like, this fucker, in between us checking in on him every week, he lost like his party deal. He lost a big sponsorship, being a big drunk asshole, bro.
Hang up. No! Hang up.
Oh, and he's doing the shit Cyrax does. So this is saturated content. He's a friend of the channel. Go sub to him. He makes Lolcow content, commentary shits like I do.
Hang up, they're leaving. I don't think they're bringing low. Just say someone's ringing the bell.
Someone's ringing the bell and making to me. Yes, they're threatening to steal my passport. That's a federal crime.
Look at me, look at me, look at me. Don't tell them the apartment number, because we just leave them out.
Just, it's 39 St. Mark's. They're outside of the apartment building.
Watch out, Frank.
Yes. We're on the ground floor. Just, ring the bell and we'll talk to you.
I don't know what it is with these lolcow type of characters out there. Cyrex does this all the time, where he feels the need to explain whether or not something is or is not a crime to the authorities, right? And obviously whoever, you know, the dispatch that he's calling into, they're not the ones that are gonna press charges or record any of the information or file a report or anything like that. They're there to just strictly direct officers to your location, right? You don't have to sit there and explain, well, actually, you know, I'm a big time celebrity. I make like $42 a year and they're trying to steal my passport. I know nobody has stolen it or even made an attempt to steal it yet, but it's coming. Trust me. It is 100% coming soon, and I can't deal with that. And, you know, to finish off this video, you know, we had some goofs and gags. The title might be related to Josh losing his biggest sponsorship ever. He might have to go back to Burger King. He might have to go back to McDonald's. He might have to put the fries in the bag. It's a scary thought. Now, recently he had a live stream at like 3 or 5 in the morning, something like that, where he was just absolutely shit-faced. He just drank an entire bottle and he's ready to party. And you know, I'm down the clown with that.
Josh, your taxes were due today. Did you file in time?
Oh, yes, I did.
How much do you owe? If you don't pay your taxes, they won't let you renew your
and
passport.
I'm on a payment plan again. Second year in a row.
You know, one thing I will, you know, have some respect for, some, you know, we can reflect on this together between me and Josh, is paying the tax man during tax season. I mean, technically speaking, when you're like, at least in the US, I don't know how it works across the world, because who gives a shit? I'm only focused on my own payments, but you have to pay quarterly and you have to give estimated payments for whenever you're making, you know, freelance money and whatever. Josh is definitely not doing that. I would be horrified. I'm assuming he's working with like an accountant or something, because this dude would be prime real estate to just get audited. You think he's keeping detailed financial records of all the money that's coming in? I mean, part of the reason why...
You're insane, especially during the Trump administration right now. If you think that Josh is gonna get audited, okay? If Philly never got audited really by this point, ain't Josh gonna get audited, bro. Fucking ball hard.
I don't really like expanding
It's
into other forms of revenue outside of like a myriad of other things, but one of the big ones is just like the accounting aspect of it is just annoying. To keep track of where all your financial revenues are coming in and how much it is and during what time period and how much you have to pay, yada yada yada. It's just like, it's annoying. And Josh for certain is not bothered with that lifestyle. He just can't deal with it. And you know, in order to get over the fact that he had to pay, I mean, hypothetically speaking, if he made 400 grand last year, he's paying over 6 figures in taxes. Holy shit. Imagine he's on a payment plan, but just imagine he would have the biggest meltdown of all time if he was paying that all in a lump sum all at once. So, you know, leading a bit of credence to he's not making that much money in a year. But don't worry, he's still here to party, and that's why I'm down the clown with once again.
Drink a whole bottle of Pink Whitney. I drank an entire bottle of Pink Whitney.
So he literally went to his hotel room and he just started. First off, Pink Whitney, not that good. Sorry. You know, I remember all the girls in college. They loved shit like that. Not for me. That's not what I'm interested in. Give me a nice PBR, a nice, you know, ice still on it from the cooler outside. Oh yeah, baby. Even better, the ice is all melted. It's been sitting out in the sun all day. Delicious. That's what I'm looking for. Drinking an entire bottle of Pink Whitney on your live stream as you just progressively get more and more shit-faced. Oh, buddy.
Put your drinks up. Hold on, I gotta get my captions hat on and announce them live on TikTok so that I can get paid.
So him just taking the Zin out of his mouth, gross. I mean, I don't know how it's possible that you have like so many different vices combined into one when it comes to Josh, but it's extremely impressive. You know, there's other people doing much worse things obviously out there, but like this is the poster child of Dare. Imagine if Dare was still a thing today. You go into the classroom, it's just a picture of Josh. It's showing all the wounds he has on his body. Just show a couple clips, you know, just put them up there. And honestly, that might help you if you're like, oh man, wow, we were literally seeing the destruction of a man consuming Zins, alcohol, you know, getting chased in the streets, taking Galaxy.
Fucking Zins, dude. Yeah, he be oh my god, Zins. Get out of my face.
Gas, just an absolute disaster.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Come on, seeds.
So that was literally the rest of his stream. Him sitting there coughing, sneezing, snorting. It was like a DSP stream at this point. Non-coherent, unimportant information being provided, and he was just listening to his parody songs over and over until he couldn't take this shit no more and had to end stream. Now, as I said, Mr. Bass had to come out with
That's dude. The mainstream low-cal commentary channels are currently using DSP as a baseline joke, right? For anyone that's just being super boring and just rambling about nothing. Oh my god, that shit's awesome.
an important announcement pertaining to their live streaming career, because Josh said at the very least he was making.
Hey, you want to know what's funny? I know Phil's watching us right now. Probably not right now, but Phil gonna pop his dirty, greasy head in
270 grand a year off of that party membership, that whatever deal that they had co-signed together, and it's not looking good.
So everybody's asking me why I'm not live streaming, and the answer is very embarrassing. He continued to do business with me and Josh Block. So Josh Block and I were terminated from our party contracts. We were let go. We're not allowed to live stream anymore on Party. We don't get paid on Party anymore, and we're not allowed to live stream on Party anymore because somebody really scared the shit out of the owner of Party. And my boss fired me and fired Josh.
This is like the worst fake excuse I've ever heard in the longest time. I don't know what the real reason. Maybe it's because Mr. Bass is consistently getting arrested for breaking his no contact agreement breach, and Josh is just getting into a drunken stupor and snorting and sneezing and coughing on stream all the time, and it's for 10 hours. It doesn't make sense. I'd be very interested to see if there was a contract, how much it actually was. Now, it wouldn't surprise me if Mr. Bass lured Josh onto, maybe Mr. Bass got offered a nice chunk of change, 50 grand or something. He's like, Josh, come on, you can make 400 grand if you join Party, and you'll make so much money. And all of a sudden, some troll out there starts messing with the owner, and they have to cut him off. That's a bit perplexing. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but it's looking like Josh might have to go back to flipping some burgers, putting some fries in the bag, and maybe that arc will be more interesting than this one. So we'll have to wait and see. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed. Till next.
Okay, I wanted to watch some other shit. I was gonna do some Tofia Chew, but I don't feel like looking at that fucking goddamn gremlin slug of a fucking human. I don't. Or look at LTG. You know, everybody's talking about like if 100 men could fight one gorilla, which we all know, bro, in real life, 100 men would definitely kill one gorilla. But 10, we probably take like 5 to 10 casualties, you know, whether they're injured or killed. It'd be like 5 to 10 people. But 100 fucking human beings could definitely kill a gorilla, bro. This is so retarded. I hate this thing. It's so viral and it's such a retarded argument because it's like, do you guys not remember when we used to like hunt down cheetahs and lions and motherfucking woolly mammoths and shit, dude? Okay, like we could definitely take down one gorilla if there's 100 of us. Get the fuck out of here. But yeah, LTG wanted to be a part of it all. I don't know why it's muted. Is it muted, bro? It was. Sorry.
All right. You guys have been asking me about this question. There's 100 men, excuse me. 100 men versus one gorilla. Now, let's go back to where it all started. All right, so this shit, I've been seeing it on my timeline for the past 48 to 72 hours. And let's go to the source, shall we? Let's go all the way down. All right, so here we go. So this original tweet started from, it says, this person says, I think 100 niggas could beat one gorilla. Everybody just gotta be dedicated to the shit. Now, of course, it'd be a dumbass nigga who would start this stupid ass shit, right? Some nigga with a chain on, you know, some fucking worthless ass standard rug, right? Only an idiot would think that 100 niggas, especially, could beat a gorilla. We're not even coordinated in our community. So how the fuck will we come together in kumbaya to defeat a gorilla, right?
It's a gorilla! It's literally a gorilla, bro. A gorilla has the strength of like 5 human beings, bro. Like 100 human beings, even if they're all black, Dale, would kill a gorilla. I hate you, dude.
I've been seeing this on my timeline, and I knew it had to be some fucking rogues that started it. A random white guy wouldn't say that, or anybody else, because they would have already had the research and done the Google and, you know, went ahead and looked and checked everything out before they tweeted some fucking raw ass shit like this. They would have done their research, but niggas just be bored and would just tweet stupid ass shit. For some reason, niggas think they're the end all be all and could whoop everybody's ass in a fade and so on and so forth, right? Niggas think just because they black, they could defeat whatever. So here's a ice warden kind of explaining it. This person says, I believe in y'all, but keep this in mind when y'all gearing up. If that's the case, we should get 100 rogues to go towards a gorilla. They sign a death waiver. If you make it out, you get your reparations. That should be what it is. 100 rogues versus one gorilla, you get no weapons. Whoever survives, you get reparations. If not, well, you're probably dead anyway or severely injured. Let's see what this ice warden has to say.
I can tell you right now, I would not join a mob.
Matter of fact, you know what? We don't even need to say reparations. We could make it something as simple as, there we go. Let's just do a charger. I'm pretty sure we can get niggas to sign up for a Hellcat. Fuck reparations. Let's do a charger, a Hellcat. What do niggas want now outside of Hellcats? Yeah, let's do an AP. Let's do any ROG trinket, any bust down, any Cuban. You can get a Cuban with the top tier VVS's. Let's go ahead and see what this ice warden had to say about it, about this dumb nigga's tweet that started this whole shit.
Modern day hunting party of men, because the question is 100 men versus one full grown silverback gorilla. And there are people out there like this that are saying that 100 guys would win. And no, they wouldn't.
TG out here making rocks Squid Game.
A gorilla's skin You can't bite through it. Their bones, somewhere between 2 and 4 times as thick and dense as ours. Their hand, like their grip force, is something like 1,300 pounds. That means that with one hand, they could crush your skull. My dudes, this is what you're fighting. When they stand up, they are 6 feet tall. They weigh about 400 pounds on average. They can lift, press, or pull somewhere between 2,000 to 4,000 pounds. For some perspective, that's enough to tear your arm or your leg off. There's guys out here trying to rationalize this, being like, well, we're endurance animals and all that stuff. This thing could operate at a quarter of its strength and still body bag you. And we haven't even addressed the fact.
Bro, look at this the femur on this thing. This shit is a machine. Like, look at the bones. Our shit just looks like just some puny bullshit. This shit, the skeletal shit looks like a T-1000. This shit looks like a fucking machine. Look at this giant fucking femur.
That even if you get close enough, you can't damage it. Thick skin, super dense bones, wrapped in an insane amount of muscle. You couldn't hit this hard enough to break anything. Like, its femur is twice the size of yours. I want you to look at that skull. That skull could headbutt you and cave your face in, to say nothing of all the teeth. Then we come down here. Each one of these appendages is a death area. And even if you don't die, you're going to be missing or have a crushed limb. You're out of the fight until it decides to come and clean you up. And I loved some of the crazy hunting tactics, because they're like, well, we would just swarm and what are you gonna get? Maybe 6, 10 humans at the same time? And we would grab its limbs and spread it out. These are gonna crush you. It can pull you toward it harder than you can. What are you going to do once you have a hold of its limbs? Yeah, you're going to die, because it's going to crush you or pull you into its mouth and bite your head off. You should also know that I have a secret classroom, which you can find.
Nah, even 100 swole niggas couldn't do it. Would mean nothing. How many swole niggas have you seen get fucked up by small MMA dudes in jiu-jitsu tournaments and all types of shit? That doesn't mean anything. Human beings, we just can't defeat an animal that's engulfed in nature. Remember, we're on a planet that only complements animals. Nature complements animals, bro. You know what's crazy? They have these muscles and crazy bone density and everything, and they're not even meat eaters. Like, they'll eat the bullshit, but for the most part, they're vegetarians. So they have these crazy dense muscles from eating vegetables and fruits. What would happen to your body right now if you just ate vegetables and fruits and no protein? You would turn into a complete stick. You'd be tired as fuck. You'd be like, ugh. Your body would shrink and shrivel up. It wouldn't have the adequate amount of proteins. You would be fucked. These things carry a crazy amount of muscle density from literally eating vegetables and fruits. So I don't know why the fuck this beanie wearing rogue would even type some shit like this. 100 MMA fighters, they're still getting ripped limb from it. What are they gonna do? Leg kick a fucking robot? There's nothing that a man could do to a fucking goddamn gorilla to beat it in any type of fight. None of that shit would hurt. The person would throw a leg kick, the fucking goddamn gorilla would grab its leg, snap it in pieces, throw it behind. They go, and then everybody else would get scared. What you gonna do? Run in with a flying knee, thing grabs you, rips you to pieces? Nah. You're fucked. There's no 100 men cannot beat one gorilla. And if they think they could, they should do it. Let 100 inmates versus one gorilla. Whoever wins, whoever's left standing, not injured, not dead.
Like, bro, that's what I mean too. They're not even putting rules on the fight. Like, do the 100 dudes have like sticks or clubs? Could we pick up rocks? Like, come on, bro. That's why we're the kings of the animal kingdom. We learned how to use weapons and tools. Bro, we have the power of the sun in the palm of our hands. Like Doc Ock wanted, right? Like, we could do that. We could just drop a nuke on a gorilla. Like, what's the rules of this fight? I just know for sure 100 human beings are definitely, no fucking goddamn questions asked. Unless you want to know how many people would probably die first. I'd say probably 5, right? But dude, the gorilla's gonna die, dude. This is
You get
what
to
we
walk
do.
free.
This is what we do, bro. We fucking murder shit
That
out
shit would be
here.
fire as fuck. Yeah, but of course, I just wanted to point out somebody
Even
even
without
put on Twitter is
weapons.
like, y'all want to hear what
I
LTG
think even without weapons, bro, easy day.
has to say about this. Well,
Light
first of all,
work,
you know,
bro.
I just click on the PFP and I see where it started. It started from a dumbass nigga.
Light work. 100 humans could
Just bored.
definitely fucking
Just
murder
thinking about
gorilla.
random shit, knows nothing about nature. Never watched one Nat Geo episode. Never paid attention in class at all when it came to anything that had to do with anything. Dagestanis couldn't do it either. But they'd have a better shot than 100 in parentheses.
Well, it's like even without weapons, even without ingenuity, all that. It's just a numbers. It's just like pure numbers, bro. 100 human full. If we're talking full-grown adult men, okay, 100 of them could definitely kill one gorilla. Yeah, it's gonna be weird for the niggas on the front lines and shit. Yeah, it's gonna be a little scary, but no, we got it. We got
Remember,
this.
he said blacks.
One gorilla definitely could take out 100 of us. What the fuck? We're the ones that learned how to go to the moon.
Hey, what about that Thai joint we always go to?
Hey, watch a Law and Order. All right, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, bro. It's my last day off. I gotta get ready for work and do laundry and all that gay shit, bro. But I might be here tomorrow. We'll see. If any news is afoot, I'm gonna show up. But you know, I ain't gonna show up. Ain't nothing to talk about. Ain't nothing to do. But I appreciate everybody, bro. Hung out with me this whole week, dude. I appreciate everybody that hung out with me when I was doing that fucking goddamn Dragon Ball World Tournament shit. This shit was fucking hard, man. But I'll be here when I'll be here. I appreciate you guys just for hanging out, supporting all that bullshit. To the next episode. Take care of yourselves and each other. Don't work too hard. Stay high. Stay hydrated, bro. Stay cool. I'll see you guys next time, bro.